Well, welcome everybody. Okay. How's the volume? Okay? Good. Welcome everybody to the first panel discussion entitled Don't Forget the Little Publisher. I want to quickly just introduce our three panelists, Ann McKee, Tom Taylor, and Jose Luis Andrade. I'll introduce each one of them individually as they prepare to speak. But I just wanted to let you know that this panel discussion is intended to be quite interactive. Although I would ask to hold your questions until the end, but don't hesitate to ask anything of these panelists. They've been in the industry for a long time, probably longer than they'd like to admit, and they have a wealth of experience. So don't hesitate to ask them any questions, and I believe that they'll be available after the session in case you have any individual questions. Before we begin, I'd like to see a show of hands of the audience. How many are librarians? Okay. Publishers? Aggregators, consultants, or other? Gotcha. All right. Good mix. Okay, so the overview. This session is designed to illustrate a few of the opportunities out there to discover and subscribe to high-quality content from small to medium-sized publishers. Those that range from one publication to less than a dozen journals or books or databases. And those that have been overlooked to date because these information providers lack the resources to effectively market their content. And we could talk all day about this, but unfortunately we have a little bit over an hour, so again, feel free to find us after the session if you need to. And we hope you come away from this session with a broader understanding of the types of content that are out there and being missed, the vehicles that are being used to get content out into the market, and novel subscription pricing alternatives, some success stories from some of our panelists, and all of these from different perspectives. So let's begin with a few general statistics about the size of the professional and scholarly publishing industry. The general size of the industry is estimated to be approximately $8 billion, of which science and technology accounts for half, or $4 billion, and half of that, or $2 billion, is medical information. The growth of this industry is roughly about 3% a year, and the market is dominated by a small number of large commercial publishers and a few, quote, must-have society publishers, which combined have more than 50% of the market. There are really three main providers of content: the commercial publishers, the society and university presses, and the aggregators and intermediaries of the other two. So those are the three kind of main areas. Publishers employ over 200,000 people globally and produce over 3 million articles per year, and is growing in many different disciplines, more than that rate, and especially internationally. The growth of articles and content from foreign and emerging markets is far outpacing domestic production. It's commonly known that there are about 25,000 scholarly titles worldwide from over 2,000 publishers, but only about 60% of them are indexed in any one database. Open access journals account for about 3% of the available titles, but this number is, of course, growing. Historically, academia relied on a small range of well-respected content, but now academia is less concerned with the title of the journal or the book, but with their ability to have a comprehensive search experience. That's really what seems to be of value today. The 2012-2013 market, so to speak, that's what people are worried about today. It's currently proving to be what they call dire and unpredictable. The environment for libraries and their budgets, are uncertain, and there's a little likelihood of growth anytime soon. And this is especially true in the United States. Internationally, however, in markets that and customers that we serve, we are finding some unique growth opportunities in certain territories, the Middle East, Taiwan, China, Korea, just to name a few. My company, D-Media Associates, we provide services ranging from strategy, business development, licensing, to downstream sales and marketing activities for mainly small and medium-sized publishers. In these efforts, we've had some challenges extending the reach of many of our smaller clients because of their budgets, their lack of knowledge in the library market, and the lack of manpower all limit their reach. Many of our publishers are literally mom-and-pop operation in a garage, but they produce phenomenal content. So I want to illustrate just a few examples of the way we, in combination with our publishing partners, try to incent the library market to uptake their content. And this is no particular order, just happened to be what I put down. Some grassroots direct marketing campaigns using technology, eye contact, and or our own in-house e-marketing systems to do some direct mail pieces to qualified librarians in a kind of a push-pull strategy. And that all will lead to trials. Trials these days, from our point of view, seem to be the most persuasive tool for uptake into the library market. We've created what we call the Virtual Publisher Collection. It's an attempt for a multi-publisher, multi-title collection served into the institutional market, especially internationally. And these are all based on World Bank criteria for discounting and pricing. We have helped publishers create bespoke custom collections at discounted prices for certain customers. For example, in certain consortia that are focused a little bit on the religious content, we've had a bespoke package of 4 titles out of a possible 116 titles from one of the publishers that we represent. And some of our partners have created their own content. Geoscience World, for example, that we all seem to have to interact with in one way or another. They've created a comprehensive package of must-have content for their space, and their pricing is based on relevant users, not just total FTE of an institution. So it really makes it relevant to the buyer. Lastly, I want to highlight a more novel pricing model from one of our publishers. It's an engineering publisher out of the UK with 27 very niche engineering journals. And what they've done is created a low flat fee for institution. For example, in the United States, they have 27 titles. It's $1,250 per institution, plus $5 a download. But the nice thing is it's capped at a certain rate, which is at roughly $4,000. So for 27 titles, you can get at a maximum for your entire institution, doesn't matter who uses it, maximum cost would be $4,000. And that comes out to be less than, if it's widely used, less than $150 a title. And what's nice about that is it's proving they've had some success internationally. It's proving that the usage of their content has dramatically increased because of this. And so, as we all know, usage begets purchase and continues on the renewal basis. So that's a very important thing to remember when you're creating these models and pricing